how I took my hair from this to this in 4 easy steps. There's 4 simple steps that you need to take your hair from struggling to thriving. And I'm here to tell you, I've grown my hair down to my waist twice, and I'm on my 3rd journey of growing my hair from bald to waistline. Not only did I grow my hair from bald, I grew my hair from thinning, shedding, and bald spots. We'll hop into that in another video. But if you're just struggling with growing your hair and you're not necessarily dealing with hair loss, what you need to focus on is length retention. When it really boils down to it, it may not even be that your hair doesn't grow. It may just be that you don't know how to retain the length. And you can do that with simple steps, starting with the shower. Whenever you're taking a shower, you want to make sure that you're taking your time. If you have curly, kinky hair, you want to make sure you're prepping your hair properly before detangling. Some detangling tools you may need will be your fingers for finger detangling or a wide tooth comb. So therefore, there's less breakage whenever you are combing your hair. I personally like to detangle my hair on wet hair with conditioner in it. You will not catch me detangling my hair if it's dry, because you're asking for breakage, you're asking for your hair falling out, you're asking for that growth to be taken away whenever you have kinky hair and you're trying to detangle on dry hair. Now, it doesn't necessarily, if you have your hair properly moisturized and you're able to detangle properly without it being wet, then so be it. But if you feel like you lose a lot of hair in your detangling process, try wetting your hair, putting conditioner or some type of detangler in it, and you're good to go. I do not wash my hair if it hasn't been properly detangled. I always detangle my hair before washing my hair. When it comes to your washing, you can either wash in sections, or for me, I know how to wash my hair without it getting matted. So I would just wash my hair all together, making sure that you're focusing on your scalp. A clean scalp equals healthy hair. I know there's a lot of people out there who swear by dirty hair, that their hair grows when it's dirty. There's a reason for that. So the reason why you feel like your hair grows because it's dirty is because a lot of the times you're leaving your hair in styles for a long time. You're leaving your hair alone. Therefore, you're not taking away that retention. So by the time you take your hair out and it's dirty and you feel like the dirt is what grew your hair, no, ma'am. Your hair grows consistently. Your hair actually has a growth cycle. And I do have a book on my website that teaches you more about the growth cycle. So if you want to know about that, you can go to urbanyhairessentials.com, download that ebook, and it'll teach you about the hair growth cycle. So your hair is not growing because it's dirty. Your hair is growing because it's in its growth stage. And you're seeing the length because if you have it in a protective style, you're not manipulating the ends, you're not breaking your hair off. So therefore, you're seeing that length. But I can guarantee you a healthy scalp is the way to go, because when you have a healthy scalp, you have healthy hair. You don't have to worry about getting inflammation in your scalp, which can eventually result to hair loss. So wash your scalp, please. Wash your scalp. Clean your scalp. So my second tip is to do scalp treatments, whether it's a scalp massage where you're massaging your hair like this. This is not a scalp massage. This is going to lead to breakage and irritation of the scalp, okay? We're not doing this. We are taking our hands and we're actually moving our scalp. That is a proper scalp massage, okay? So you want to do scalp massages. If you're having issues with hair growth, herbs like rosemary, fenugreek, bringage, moringa, amla, the options are endless. Treat your scalp with something that will give it nutrients, will give it strength, and encourage it to grow. You can do like a herbal rinse tea where you boil the herbs and you put it onto your scalp. I'll leave a list of herbs below that I would suggest for scalp treatments. If you're dealing with inflammation, if you're dealing with dryness. An ingredient that I avoid in my shampoos is called sodium lauryl sulfate, because it has been known to shrink your hair follicles and cause your hair to fall out. So for me, I personally opt for sulfate-free shampoos, basically the cleanest shampoo possible that I can get. I don't care about fragrances. I don't care about none of that. I just want a clean scalp that when I'm done, it doesn't have my hair feeling dry. After you shampoo, you do not want your hair feeling dry, okay? If your shampoo has your hair feeling brittle and like it could break easily, try a different shampoo. Just don't use anything that is drying to your hair, okay? You want your hair to be moisturized. You want your hair to feel like it's loved. So make sure after you get done shampooing your hair, it doesn't feel like cactus, okay? No, ma'am. No brainer. We don't want that. Third on the list is hydration. A lot of people think that oil and butter is hydrating to the hair. You're getting your moisture from the liquids. So you either want to use some type of water, or herbal rinse, or if you're using it some type of leave-in or a moisturizer, make sure that its first ingredient is water, because that's where you're getting that hydration from. water. And then next, you want to seal in that moisture with either oil or butter or something that could just seal in that moisture. I like to seal in my moisture with oil. Butters for hydration seem to be a little heavy for my hair, but my hair absolutely loves sealing oils. So whether it's a jojoba oil or a grapeseed oil, or if you have thicker hair, you can use castor oil. Castor oil is really, really thick. So for me, I choose my herbal oil. Honestly, I use my herbal oil as my sealing oil. It has like the perfect blend of oils. It's not too heavy. It leaves my hair feeling really, really soft and just overall hydrated once I lock in that moisture. So that's the oil that I personally use. But you use what works for you, but just make sure that once you hydrate your hair, you're sealing in that moisture. Okay. Next on the list is protecting. Now, I would love to be able to wear a wash and go all the time, but I know that if I don't have the time to really take care of my wash and go, my hair either needs to be braided up or in some type of twist. When I go to bed at night, I'm putting something on my hair to protect my head. And then some nights where I'm absolutely just lazy and don't feel like looking for my scarf or my bonnet, I do have a silk pillowcase, my pillow, to help protect my hair. So you always want to think about protecting. I go to bed at night, sometimes I just will braid it up. Or, like for right now, this is how I go to bed at night. I'll put the twist on one side and put a twist on the other side and call it a day. But yeah, I'm protecting my ends at all times because you want to protect your ends, because this is how you're going to see your length with that length retention. Make sure that your protective styles are truly protecting. You don't want to put a style in your hair that is pulling at your hair, pulling at your scalp, breaking off your hair, because that's not a protective style. When it comes to my girlies who like to wear wigs, make sure you're prepping your hair before braiding it up for a long period of time. That means do a scalp treatment, a hot oil treatment, a deep condition, something to put in extra moisture in your hair, seal in that moisture, and then you braid your hair up, okay? But do not go and get a sew-in on dirty hair or hair that hasn't necessarily been treated and be upset when you take your hair down and you have a lot of breakage. Because if you're not prepping your hair right, you know what I mean? Prepping your hair will be the difference between you taking your braid out down and losing a lot of hair, or taking your braid out down and then now you can wear it as a braid out because it's so moisturized, it's soft and it's curly and it's crinkly. Like, you know what I mean? You have to learn how to protect your hair. It's steps, it's processes to it. So I think that prepping your hair before putting the sewing in would be the perfect thing, even before you get braids. If you keep your braids in for a long time, prep your hair before you get your braids. Wash it, moisturize it, and seal in that moisture, condition it, and and then go ahead and braid your hair up. And you're going to love the results once you take your hair down. And here's a bonus tip when it comes to hair growth. So you want to feed your body the things that it needs for your hair to grow properly. You want to hydrate internally to make sure your hair grows properly. Eat lots of whole foods. Eat things that can nourish your body from within. Be stressed, because stressing sometimes could stop your hair from growing. If you stress too much, it can cause your hair to either fall out or just stunt your growth. You don't want that. So make sure you're not stressing about nothing. And I know it's easier said than done, but for things that you can't control, let it go and watch your hair grow. Maybe get into some yoga. Maybe get into meditating. Pray more. Read your Bible. I don't know. But try not to stress, okay? And watch your edges come back, all right? You think I'm playing? Stop stressing. Watch your edges come back. You don't need a whole bunch of products to grow your hair. I guarantee you need what works for you. Now, when it comes to styling, of course, you're going to need certain styling products. But to grow your hair, you simply need to have a clean scalp, hydrate your hair, seal in that moisture. It's that simple. And protect your ends. It's literally that simple. I'm going to leave in the description box some suggestions for foods that you should eat for healthy hair growth. That's all that I have for this video. I really hope y'all learned something. Thank you so much for being here if you made it to the end, and I'll catch you in another video. Bye.